Never in history had a single shot so changed the fate of a continent. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the Austro-Hungarian throne, and his wife Sophie, Duchess of Hohenberg, are assassinated on a visit to Sarajevo, sparking a conflict that would engulf the world.
As a massive fan of the history of the First World War, I've always been on the lookout for games that truly capture the essence of that time period. Unfortunately, I have been disappointed time and time again. No game has been able to capture the essence of World War I. So when I heard about this new World War I game, The Great War, Western Front, I knew I had to give it a try. So in today's video, I'll be sharing my first impressions of this immersive experience with all of you, and whether or not I think it's worth your try. So, without further ado, let's dive into the trenches of The Great War, Western Front. First of all, let's talk about the gameplay and graphics. The Great War Western Front puts you right at the heart of World War I, where you experience some of the insane tactics that were used during that time. You know, like sending thousands of men to their death like it's a casual thing. The graphics are immersive for this kind of game, providing an authentic and detailed look at the battlefields, soldiers, and weaponry. The game's gritty atmosphere and realistic visuals really immerse you in that World War I experience from looking above. Granted, since the game just released, I haven't played it that much, but from what I've noticed, when it comes to combat, the Great War Western Front has a unique approach. You'll need to use actual World War I tactics and strategies, such as sending your men to a pointless slaughter, or use other trench war strategies such as coordinating and outmaneuvering the enemy. This game isn't your typical run and gun. You'll need to actually think carefully about your moves. In my first playthroughs, I got absolutely slaughtered. And if you want to achieve your objectives, you're actually going to have to use your brain a little bit in this one, which makes it so satisfying. I'd like to use this opportunity to recommend when you first play the game, please play the tutorial. Don't do what I did and try to jump right into the action, because you will get ultimately destroyed. Trust me, I know. So far, what I really thought was cool and one of the standout aspects of the Great War Western Front is the extensive range of period-accurate weapons, including rifles, machine guns, and even artillery that your units are going to be armed with. But what makes this game even more immersive is the inclusion of real historical footage and cutscenes, giving you that genuine sense of intense atmosphere of the conflict. The attention to detail and the added personal touch really make you feel like you're experiencing the trenches of World War I firsthand, sitting safely at your computer desk giving commands while your men charge into the slaughter. You know, the real experience. I've noticed that the game brings to life a variety of maps based on the actual locations from World War I, allowing you to experience some of the most pivotal battles of that era. The game offers different modes to suit everyday playstyle, from traditional deathmatch scenarios to more objective-driven modes that challenge you to capture points and complete specific missions in order to achieve victory, to historical modes. This combination of authentic maps and engaging game modes truly immerse you in the heart of the conflict. Yay, conflict! As for the community and developer support, it's still in its early days, but there is already a growing and dedicated fan base that's eager to help newcomers. The developers are active on forums and social media, taking player feedback into account and working on updates to improve the overall experience. And like I said earlier, this game just released, so give it some time. There's probably going to be some bugs and stuff, but the developers are working on it and it's definitely an experience. So, is the Great War Western Front worth your time? Based on my first impressions, I'd say yeah it is. The immersive gameplay and authentic World War I setting and challenging combat mechanics make this game a must-try for anyone who's interested in this time period of history, or fans who are just fans of strategy games. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on this one. Anyway, everyone, that's it for my first impressions of the Great War Western Front. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you already played the game, share your thoughts and experiences with the rest of the community. And once again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel and motivates me to keep making content for you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the trenches. Just don't send your guys all to die at once and play the tutorial, or you'll get slaughtered.